2026 France vs Spain. The first semi-final played on today, 14 July, stadium in Arlington, Texas. This match is so big that everyone has considered is a final before a final. Because France and Spain were the two favorite teams, and to win the World Cup, whoever won this team will huge chance to win a World Cup. And straight away from this final, one team will be reached into the finals and one will go to home, and a huge chance will be increased for lifting a trophy. Let's talk quickly about both teams before we jump into the action.
Just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I can also tell you that this is a fan-made recap inspired by real footage football match. It is a non-official video from any FIFA, any football federation, league, club or broadcaster. It doesn't contain any official live footage, live commentary or original broadcast audio. Any passes, shots, goals, tackles and player movements, statistics and shown in this video are creative and reactions which are visual representation and should not be interpreted as the exact sequence of the event from the real match. They are included solely help to illustrate there is a spoken recap, and this video is intended for entertainment purpose and informational purpose, and it is not affiliated with any official football organization or rights. First of all, about France came into this match as the world number 1 ranked team, and they were unbeaten in the entire tournament. The captain Mbappé was just joined top scorer of the World Cup with 8 goals, tied with Lionel Messi. Along him, Ousmane Dembélé and Olise made France attack look almost unstoppable. And this was a team that had scored 16 goals and conceded only 2 goals in 6 matches. Otherwise, on the other side, Spain, on the other hand, were regaining European champion, ranked number 3 in the world. Their game plan was completely different from the other teams and especially from fans. And instead of taking football, Spain preferred to control the ball, pass patiently and wear teams down. Their captain was Rodri, but player everyone attended and wanted to see 19-year-old Lamine Yamal, one of the most exciting young talent in the football world. And here are something interesting that Yamal had actually beaten Mbappé in very single elimination match they had ever played against each other. Both for club and for country, Spain had also beaten France in their last 2 big matches, the Euro 2024 semi-final and 2025 National League semi-final. So there was a lot of history, a lot of pressure and a lot of talent on this pitch. Let's now walk through minute by minute exactly what happened in the first half. So first minute the referee blew the whistle and the match was underway. Right from kickoff, you could see 2 very different game plans forming. Spain did what they always do. They kept the ball, move it around calmly and refused to rush away. And their midfielders, especially Rodri and Reyes, made sure Spain always had control of possession. France, meanwhile, were happy to let Spain have the ball. Their plan was simple: sit back, stay compact, and wait for the perfect moment to break forward quickly using the pace of Mbappé, Dembélé, and Barcola. In the first few minutes, nothing happened too much. and both teams were feeling each other out, testing, and they are testing each other. France won an early corner, but Spain's defense dealt with very easily. Then around in 19th minute, French midfielder Robert committed a foul. Yamal just outside his own box. Therefore, the referee showed him a yellow card, and after yellow card, they gave Spain a dangerous free kick in a good position. And guys, Yamal himself stepped up to take it, but his shot flew against it into the wall, and nothing came out of that free kick. Chances are there, but it was a warming sign of for what actually what was come for the next several minutes. The Spain continued patiently, and Spain trying to break the defense of France. France tried to stay disciplined and organized without the ball. Mbappé and Barcola both had a moment where they tried to run into an open space on their counter-attack, but Spanish defender, especially the experienced Porter, were reading the game and were well and cutting off the danger before it could turn into anything serious. By around of 15-minute break, 15 minutes, France had one bright moment. Ousmane Dembélé played a clever long pass forward towards Mbappé, who had a yard of space, but Mbappé took it his first touch. Several Spanish defenders quickly surrounded him, and attack phased out. It shows exactly the story of the match so far. France could create half chances out of nothing, but Spain's defense was something them before real danger came out from the Spanish France team. France defender Lucas rushed across to try to deal it, but he wasn't quick enough. Racing from behind him was Lamine Yamal. Remember, this was just one day before after his 19th birthday. Yamal got it first and he did it, and the challenge arrived a fraction of a second too late, catching the young Spanish winger. The referee Burton did not hesitate. He pointed straight to the penalty shot, guys, and that was the first penalty Spain have achieved. There was some protest from French captain Mbappé, who felt that there may have been handled with the ball earlier in the passage of play, but after a quick review, the decision stood penalty to Spain. Upstep by Orizabal, and Spain calm and experienced forward. In the 22nd minute, he struck the ball and confidently hit a straight side to the goal, and sending goalkeeper to run the way, and the ball hit the back for the goal post, and Spain 1 and France 0. This point was actually historic for a very specific reason. It was the very first time in the entire tournament that France had fallen behind in a match. Throughout the whole World Cup, this point France had never once trailed. Now the biggest game of the tournament so far, they found themselves behind. You could see the reaction on the pitch. Spain player were energized, believing in their game plan, and while France looked, they needed to regroup quickly. And after that, the things couldn't much worse for Spain. They did it, and shortly after conceding a penalty, French defender Saliba, one of the most important players in the entire squad, suddenly went down to the ground. It didn't look like there was a contact from an opponent nearby. He appeared to have pick up what he looked like not contacted big injury while simply running to collect the ball. Saliba tried to continue for a short moment but couldn't. He eventually had to help off the pitch and was replaced by Licorex. And after that, this is a huge blow for France, and Saliba had been one of the most reliable defender in the entire tournament, and losing him in a match in this important stage, or especially while already trailing with one goal, made things even harder for coach and for his team too. All-round performance given by the Spanish team, and this time Spain continued to look and more comfortable side. They were enjoying majority of the possession and moving out the ball confidently and looking to add their lead. And Mary Kurikura received a yellow card for himself for a rough challenge on a French Michael Ollis, showing that things were starting to get a little fisty on the pitch as both sides pushed out of the control. France and French player did have a moment of hope in the 34th minute. A loose ball fell into the Spanish Alex, who was challenged just inside the box by goalkeeper Mike Migan, and a loud appeal for penalty from the French players. But the assistant referee had already raised his flag for offside just before the challenge, so no penalty was given on that time to a French team. Spain leading with 1, and France down to the makeshift defense after Saliba injury. The France players knew they had needed to find a response before halftime. Around 36 minutes, France Barcola picked up the ball around 25 yards from the goal and let shot fly. It was a decent effort, but it sailed just over the crossbar, and it wasn't a clear chance. It showed some intent from the French side to push forward and not just sit back. Spain, however, continued to look the sharper and more organized team, and they kept passing patiently, forcing France players to chase the ball for long spells without possession. This is exactly the same style of the football where Spain is known for. They don't just defend a lead, and they are trying to maximize or increase the lead too. Towards the end of the first half, Spanish goalkeeper wasn't really tested much because France front for Mbappé, Dembele, Bosa and Olise Barcola simply weren't getting the severe service they had needed. Mbappé in particular had a quite first half at one stage in the match. He had actually been caught offside for more times. He had touched the balls inside the Spanish penalty box, which tells you just how well Spanish defensive line was managing to control him. As clock tickers down towards the halftime, France pushed a little more urgently, tried to find equalizer before the break, but Spanish defense well organized, and around the first ending of the first time, and however the first came to an end. There is a quick happening Spanish control all the time on the ball all the time, and have a position at trademark patient and based on their possession style. And Lamine Yamal was also a very good player, and he created good chances for Spanish team to increase their lead, but unsuccessfully. He did not convert any attempt into the goals. So that is the first half proceeding, and we will move forward to the second half of what's going on to be in a second half.
Now it's Mbappé.
So welcome back guys into the second half of football fans. Spain went into the second half of the epic semi-final with 1-0, but France was ready to throw an absolute kick up sink at them, and could front line of Mbappé and Dembele find a breakthrough, or would Spain lock it down? Let's get straight into the second half, guys. And
just pounded him off.
just 30 minutes into the second half span, delivered an ultimate dagger. Look at this build, and Pedro dives up from the right back and finds Danny Olmo and Olmo observed a heavy hit, but somehow slipped at and got Georgia's return pass right back into the Pero paths. Pero stock take it one touch and unleashed a right foot stock and Mike McGinnon 2-0 Spain. The Spain bench in absolute dreamland, guys. 2 goals from Spain and 1-0 by France. Only 3 minutes later, Spain thought that they had a third one, but Lamine Yamal rolled beauty into the back of the net, but we rolled it out and for incredibly tight offside. France took it that lifeline and went into all attack of mood, and many of their defender and are trying to defend their goal, conceding from more goals. And when Mbappé finally got a lose in the 21st minute, goalkeeper Yanis Simon sprinted miles out of his box to head the ball clear and keep French completely frustrated, guys. And in the final minutes, Spain put an passing clinic, keep the ball, draining the clock, and leave France chasing ghost. The whistle blows, guys, and full-time Spain 2, France 0. Spain is headed towards the World Cup final after an absolute tactical masterclass. Can anyone stop this Spanish machine? Drop your prediction in the comment and hit the subscribe button, and you will see, you will find the final. We will see you in the final match, who will come into the final from England and Argentina match. Who will come next into the finals? Spain versus Argentina, Spain versus England. Let's find out in the second semi-final. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, guys.
They'll play for a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. He's found a way through. Kicks out.
Really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see
He's having a pop! And that is doing no harm at all.
well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot on sight policy. It's just not working.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Ferran Torres knocks it into space. Nicked it back promptly. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Olise.
And here's Mbappé.
A goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. In a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
He's in a great position here. And the shot!
Pitch.
Here's Ferran Torres. Here's Oyarzabal. Can he get on the end of this? Ferran Torres is flagged offside. Saliba.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Off the post. And he couldn't finish.
Oyarzabal has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer.
Now it's Mbappé. Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. That has been slung wide. That's a shade optimistic. Llorente for Ferran Torres. Some good work on the right flank here. He's shifting through the gears here. Mignon claims it without any fuss. Doué receives it in a good position here. Rodri, and it's Pedri. Ferran Torres. This looks promising. Can he finish? And yet another chance goes to waste. Pedri plays it short. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Oh, it's played into the area. And he's opted for the long pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, shooting chance! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Laporte. And it's Rodri. Now it's Gavi. Played out towards the right wing. Olise, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Dembele. Shifted it to the flank. And here's Doué. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Ferran Torres. And here's Oyarzabal. Searching pass he's played there. No luck with that dink over the top. Rodri picks it up from the goal kick. And here's Gavi. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Chouameni and Koundé. It's a sweeping cross. Rabiot. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mbappé. Now it's Doué. Doué gets flagged offside. Doué. Now it's Mbappé. That pass isn't the best. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, that was vital. That is ended up